Welcome back to The Buzz. Let's get started on some pop culture news you should know. Donald Trump has been elected America's 45th president, and most of Hollywood can't believe it. Let's take a look at how stars weighed in on the election night results. Modern Family star Jesse Tyler Ferguson tweeted, "I'm taking tonight to grieve for minorities, women, immigrants, Muslims, and the LGBT community. But tomorrow, I'm waking up ready to fight." Jessica Chastain tweeted, "The positive element from all this is that we can no longer pretend that we are free of racism and sexism. The question is, what do we do now?" Other celebrities voiced their support of the new president-elect. Mark Cuban tweeted, "We all need to give President-elect Trump a chance. Support the good. Lobby against what we disagree on. No one is bigger than us all."
All right, what do we think?
What do we think about this?
I talked to a lot of students on campus the other day, just yesterday, and they said that they really think that we need to come together because we've become so divided and everything, and they really want to get involved and get their views out there because, half the country's views are with Donald Trump and the other with Hillary Clinton. So at this point, everyone just needs to stand up for what they believe in.
It's just very interesting to me. Even Hillary said in her concession speech, we all need to stand for what we believe in, even if we disagree, continue to preach what you think. But at the same time, it's interesting. Do you want to preach what you think by working together, or do you want to preach what you think by protesting and not trying your best to work together? There are protests.
I think we do need to unite and really hope that Trump has a great presidency,
right? Because
this does affect us all.
Absolutely.
And obviously moving forward, there's some things that we do need to address that were brought to light by his election. Mm-hmm. But again, we have to move forward and,
it's our only option.
Yeah, exactly.
It's our only option.
So what tweets did you see from celebrities about the election? Let us know in the comments below.
Hillary Clinton's style can be described in one word: pantsuits. It makes sense that Clinton stuck to her uniform while delivering her concession speech by wearing a gray suit with purple lapels, matched by Bill Clinton's purple tie, and viewers picked up on the meaning of the purple hue. The first theory behind the purple pantsuit is a simple one. Red and blue combined makes purple, so some people see this as representing the middle ground between the Democratic and Republican parties. Another theory is that Clinton wore purple in solidarity with the LGBTQ community, a group who have long united under the color purple. And Vanity Fair suggested that the color could be paying homage to the suffragette movement, since purple, green, and white make up the movement's flag. Others noted that in the Methodist tradition, which Hillary is a part of, the color purple represents royalty and penitence. Nick and Judy, what do you think she wore the color purple for?
Well, we were talking before the show that maybe purple was the color of sexual assault awareness. All the vitriol that Donald Trump has come out with about, sexually assaulting women. We thought maybe that's what Hillary and Bill are trying to do, a last little subtle move during her concession speech.
Right, and he has his cases coming up later this month.
But we looked it up, and that color is actually teal, which Addie happens to be donating today, just ironically. But at the same time, regardless of whether it was, sexual assault awareness or whether it wasn't, it stands for something. No way that Bill just came out randomly with a purple tie and Hillary randomly came out with a purple lapel on her pantsuit after only wearing red, white, and blue the entire election season. It means something. I think
mostly it's probably the uniting of the nation. Honestly, red and blue makes purple. It makes the most sense to me.
Right.
And I'd like to think that.
That's what I'd like to think as well. That's what she stressed in her speech. So.
Yes, that is what she stressed. And also, some people think the reason it could be the LGBTQ community is because people are afraid that now that some of the Supreme Court justices that will be chosen under Trump's presidency could affect the LGBTQ community's rights soon. So, I don't know. But I'd like to think it's uniting the nation.
Well, we'll have to wait and see.
We can only hope. There may have been rioting in many parts of the country, but the people of Manhattan reacted to the election with Post-it notes. Hundreds of pastel-colored Post-it notes with messages of love, hope, and healing covered the walls of a New York City subway station as part of the art installation Subway Therapy. Artist Matthew Chavez, known by Levy, created the subway therapy space to ease election anxiety and help people cope with the results. Now, what do you guys think about this one? I think this is pretty interesting. Very, very artistically creative.
Yes.
I'd be interested to see it. I definitely want to. I would love to read those Post-it notes. But
I know. What do you think? What do you think they say?
There's got to be a big mix of opinions and everything. I think mostly people are just, there's nothing we can do, and at this point we just have to come together.
Yeah, I mean, I know New York City leans left, but it's also Donald Trump's hometown, home city as well.
Yeah.
So you got to think there's a little bit of a balance there going on, at least on that Post-it wall. But I would actually assume more Hillary supporters might be riding the subway than Donald Trump supporters. just a guess based on demographics of voting, but you never know.
Maybe this is a pretty Hillary wall. I guess
Maybe.
you could say.
We could see. I would like to get pictures of it, though. Now, we have our very own version of subway therapy set up in the Annenberg lobby. Stop by the whiteboard to write your own message of hope in response to the election. Here's a live look at how it's going so far. All right, what do we got here? Let's try and read it.
Someone get me an aspirin.
That might be the best.
Someone get me an
Hashtag
aspirin.
not my America.
All right, we got producer Dustin over here. Dustin,
He said,
what do you got?
let's
Oh,
come
together.
together.
Dustin,
Dustin.
you can be more creative than that, Dustin. You can be more creative than that.
I see hashtag still with her.
Okay.
I see Beyonce 2020, VP Michelle Obama, hashtag presidential formation, and I have to say.
Did you write that?
I did not, but whoever it is my spirit animal.
All right, fair enough. It's been a big week for politics, so I'll be breaking down the election aftermath next on The Run Up.